Good morning, Emerson. Today is Thursday, April 10th. A stabbing in Pennsylvania caused multiple injuries. Madelyn Abry will have more details in the aftermath coming up.
And in lighter news, Johnny Depp and Jimmy Kimmel got a little bit intimate. How's that to spark your interest?
I'm interested. Hi, I'm Brittany Gervais.
And I'm Mike Cantalupo. Welcome to Good Morning Emerson. Today on the show we have Emerson Dance Company's Norelle Cretarolo. She's going to be talking to us about their newest upcoming show, their end of the semester show. Big thing, I love dance. So I'm very excited to talk to her.
And I heard they have a more classical spin this year, so I'm definitely looking forward to hearing more about that.
Yeah,
but we
awesome.
also have Meghan O'Brien in studio. She's going to be whipping us up some cake pops.
Every time Meghan O'Brien is in studio, she tries to make us fat, no matter what it is. She went out and tried to find Boston's best cupcake spot, and she actually brought cupcakes back and then has cake pops for us also. Saturated fat. Oh, it's so good.
So good. But we're also, me and Mike are also going to be talking about NBC's new opening for some new comedy skits.
Yeah, they're looking for pilots from regular people. Comedy writers aren't good enough anymore. So Emersonians, Emerson students, anybody, you have the chance to make an NBC pilot.
We'll
be talking about it more.
Yeah. But before we get started, less than a week after a soldier opened fire at Fort Hood, there has been another tragic event. Madelyn Abry has more details on this story.
Good morning, Brittany and Mike. Good morning, everyone. We begin today with some scary news from Murraysville, Pennsylvania, of a male high school student who went on a stabbing spree and injured 20 people yesterday. The violence began quickly, and the assailant was able to injure 20 students and staff before he was stopped. Security officers and the principal of the school were able to subdue the student, and information about the conditions of the injuries and what led to the attack are still unfolding. And there are some new developments in the search for Malaysian Airlines Flight 370. After 4 desperate weeks of searching, there was newfound hope over the weekend. A series of signals were coming off the coast of Australia. The faint signals are believed to be pings from the black box of Flight 370. The black box stores all of the flight information and could be used to locate the plane. The first signal was heard on Saturday morning, but then the sea went quiet again until another ping was heard on Tuesday. Search crews will continue to look for the origin of the signals. And in local news, President Obama's aunt, Zituni Onyango, lost her battle to cancer in a Boston rehabilitation center on Tuesday. Onyango was 61 years old and died from respiratory-related problems. Onyango lived illegally in the United States until she was granted asylum in 2010. The judge believed that she would be in danger if she returned to Kenya because of her relationship with President Obama. And things are looking up for a local Army sergeant who was injured by a 200-pound improvised explosive device in Afghanistan last year. Brandon Corona from Raynham, Massachusetts, got a visit from some other hometown heroes this week. Corona met players from the Red Sox and the Celtics. Red Sox players like David Ortiz and Dustin Pedroia and Celtics point guard Rajon Rondo met the Army veteran, took pictures, and spoke to Corona's family. Corona was very happy when his favorite player, Pedroia, expressed his gratitude for Corona's service and sacrifice. It's been a pleasure doing news for you this week. Back to you, Brittany and Mike.
It's been a pleasure having you do news. What do we know about the suspect from the Pennsylvania high school stabbing? Are there any more details?
Yes, Mike, details have been coming out all night. The student's name is Alex Reibel. He's 16 years old. Police are basically just saying that he is confused, scared, and depressed. And I think, like we all are, they are just hoping that everyone who was injured pulls through and that there's no more tragedy from this event.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Madelyn. You've been great on the news desk. Now, ever since Lloyd Mallison has been here in studio, the weather has been fantastic. So, Lloyd, I think we're gonna just keep you around. Can you give us some more good news?
Yeah, please don't leave.
Yeah.
Hi, Brittany. Hi, Mike. Well, it's good to hear you guys have been enjoying the weather, but if you thought you loved me before, you're going to love me today. So if you remember last time I predicted our temperatures are going to be sticking around the 55 mark, well, it looks like now they're going to be 60 and above for the foreseeable future. Today will be 63 and beautiful sunshine. It's going to be a little windy, but that certainly shouldn't stop you from getting outside and soaking up some of that well-missed sunshine. However, don't be careless, as there is quite a high UV index being predicted as a warning with that sunshine. Overnight, the temperature is going to drop a bit to 47 with a chance of some light showers later on in the evening. Your Thursday night might get a little of a damper put on it, but that's just an excuse to stay inside and get some work done, right? Or something like that. Anyway, the sun's going to set around 7:30 tonight, so you can enjoy that warm weather for longer. I remember when I was going to get dinner and it was dark. It just doesn't feel right. I'll get over it. Tomorrow will be 64, so another warm day, but again with some showers that we should see clearing up by midday. That comes with a bit of a humidity, but nothing we shouldn't be able to handle. Your 5-day forecast is looking, well, pretty good. I'd say pretty good in terms of temperature. Like I said, we're going to be sticking around that 60-degree mark, unfortunately with some showers throughout the day Saturday, which reminds me of home. But the sun will be peeking its way back out on Sunday, so the weekend isn't all bad news, especially as we're going to be starting our Monday off with another pleasantly warm day, which should start us out for a nice week. Just a little bit of fog to contend with then, but I'll take that and 70 over comforting rain any day. I'm looking forward to finally being able to get out and enjoy this spring weather when the showers clear up, as I'm sure everyone else is too. Hope you're having a great Thursday. Lloyd Mallison, back over to you guys on the sofa.
The sofa? And also, where's home for you? Raleigh, North Carolina, where you lived the last 9 years of your life?
2 years!
2 years? 2
Only
years, Lloyd?
Lloyd, you're milking the accent as long as you can, but whatever. NBC, let's talk about NBC. My company, I got the honor of spending a summer there, and I think it's a great company. I really love everything about NBC,
Absolutely.
but they're in a little bit of trouble, and now they're asking the public for some sitcom ideas.
You know, shows like have been comedy successes, like shows like 30 Rock and Parks and Rec. They're looking for something similar to that. So all you script writers at Emerson, get writing.
Yeah, but you know, they've had those great successes like 30 Rock and Parks and Rec, but they've also had some huge failures. Like the worst comedy show I have ever seen in my life, Whitney. It is the worst thing I have ever, there's just laugh tracks upon laugh tracks, and it's not funny whatsoever, and I hated every single thing
And you know,
about Whitney.
sitcoms nowadays anyway are very similar in their ideas.
Right.
They all are kind of like a group of friends, you know, working together, much similar to Friends. I think we're just trying to recreate Friends over and over and over again.
And you know what? You can't recreate Friends.
You can't. You just
No.
can't. There will be.
There's no more
You can't
Monica,
recreate
there's
Chandler
no more
Bing.
Joe. There will never be another Friend. So stop trying to make it happen. So my question to you, do you think it's a great marketing ploy, or do you think that they really have actually run out of ideas?
I really think they're reaching here. I mean, you know, the greatest shows come from the public. The greatest shows come from someone who just has a great idea and they have this pitch that they want to send.
So you think this could actually work out for
I
them?
think it could work out, but I do think that, you know, shows have been getting a little repetitive lately.
I want to hear what your pitch to NBC would be.
Okay, so this is kind of a mix of The Newsroom and The Office. So just think with me here. Much similar to the show that we have going on today.
Okay.
So it's going to be called Morning People, and it's going to involve people who are not morning people at all. So the weatherman is secretly an insomniac. Our lighting director has a criminal record. The hosts have this really like insane battle going on, and they secretly hate each other. And
Sounds
it's
about
just
right.
Kind of people. hey.
No, love you.
No, not like the show at all. But when they go live on air, they have to like pretend that they're super happy all the time.
And are they good?
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be like.
Oh, so
behind
that's
the scenes
how it's
drama.
different, because they're actually good.
Yeah, yeah.
My pitch would be, okay, it's a story all about how this dude's life got switched, turned upside down. He was a lower class citizen in Philadelphia, then moves to his uncle's house in Beverly Hills.
Okay.
I don't know if you've ever heard of anything like this. I think it's totally original. If that doesn't work out, then I think let's think about, like, I think NBC should actually work on their own product. How about like a show that is centered around 30 Rockefeller Center?
That's brilliant.
Yeah.
Oh my
I
God.
mean, I think it's fantastic. Maybe throw some Saturday Night Live references into there. I don't know. I think it could work out. NBC, take it.
Take him up on this. It's a great idea.
We have to take a quick break, but when we come back, Norel Critarolo will be here to tell us all about Emerson Dance Company.
Welcome back to Good Morning Emerson. Norel Critarolo is here in studio to talk to us a little bit about the Emerson Dance Company. Really excited to have her here.
Thanks a lot for being
Hi,
here.
yeah, nice to be here.
Now, the Emerson Dance Company is a huge organization on campus. Do you actually have to be a dancer to be involved, or are there other ways to get involved?
Well, you do have to be a dancer, but you
Okay.
don't have to be a very experienced dancer. We
Okay.
hold auditions at the beginning of every semester, so we accept dancers of all levels, beginners, advanced. So if you're interested, I
was gonna
highly
say.
suggest you try out.
I was going to say that me and Mike
yeah, I
should
know,
definitely join
Yeah,
this.
You
absolutely.
should watch our previous episodes where we try to Irish step dance or
We
something like
try
that.
to dance.
It's not good. You should see us around 8:30 every morning. We're trying to dance. We can't actually do it. So you have different dances geared towards different experience levels? Is that the way
Yeah,
it works?
sure. I mean, we have about 15 pieces this semester.
Okay.
Most of them are student choreographed, and we have one guest choreographer from, I think, Urbanity Dance. And they're of all different levels. We have some beginner pieces and some intermediate, some advanced, and some mixed. So there'll be
great.
pieces where they're very technical and very advanced, and there'll be some pieces that are very mixed in, and they'll be incorporating different styles and different levels for dancers. So.
Now, at the end of each semester, the Emerson Dance Company puts on this big show, right? Now, this year's is coming up.
Yes, it's next Tuesday, April 15th at 7:30 p.m. in the Paramount Main Stage Theater.
What can we expect from this show?
Well, we went with a more classic feel this semester. We've done a lot of vibrant, loud shows for the past couple semesters, focusing on, you know, our history, some very big pieces, but this semester we're kind of taking it simple. And we went with the theme classic to kind of incorporate our photo shoot that we had, simple black and white photos, and we also have some pieces this semester that tie into the classic feel. So we have a piece dedicated to Judy Garland. We have a Bob Fosse inspired piece. We have a classical ballet piece. So
Awesome.
it's going to be something different that we've never done before, and I think it's going to be great.
Classic, you can never go wrong with classic.
Absolutely.
Classic is
That's
just
the approach we took.
timeless. Yeah,
Yes.
of course. And thanks so much, Norel, for being on
thank
the show.
you for
having
I
me.
really want to actually go see it. I love dance. I don't know if
Emerson
people
students are
understand
so
that. I don't know if I
talented.
said that enough, but I really, really love dance. Now, I visited UConn when I was looking at colleges, and I hated it because there was nothing to do except run around in open fields. And I guess win national championships. Bianca Bono is here to tell us all about Husky basketball dominance.
Good morning, Mike. Finally, college basketball is over, and one word sums it up: UConn. The Huskies won both the men's and women's college basketball championships this year. The last time this happened was in 2004. The women's team kept their undefeated season alive as they beat the other undefeated team, Notre Dame. The men's team, however, was a 7 seed and took down the Kentucky Wildcats to cut down that net in Texas for the program's 4th national title. But as one postseason comes to a close, the NHL is just about to get started. The Boston Bruins easily clinched the Eastern Conference and are still in the running for the best regular season record in the entire league. But who are the Bees going to face? That is the question. As of now, it's looking like the Columbus Blue Jackets. They are currently in position to get the East's 2nd wildcard spot. Whoever that opponent ends up being, though, Boston is in great shape and are on their way to their 3rd Stanley Cup appearance in 4 years. But the news from the Red Sox has not been so uplifting. The baseball season just started, and critics are already picking apart Boston's slow start. They took on the Rangers for the 3rd game of this home series last night. And we're going to start things off in the bottom of the 3rd. Dustin Pedroia hits an easy ground ball, but who is the pitcher throwing to? The ball girl? Wow, Jackie Bradley Jr. is going to score 1-0 Boston, but top of the 8th tie game, Alex Rios hits a sac fly to center. Elvis Andrus is going to score. Texas takes the lead here 2-1. But don't worry, not for long. Bottom of the 8th, who else but David Ortiz? He drives this one to right field, and it's gone. That's a 3-run homer, and that'll do it. The Red Sox win this one 4-2. One sport we here at Good Morning Emerson don't get a chance to talk about enough is golf. And one of the biggest tournaments in the sport, the Masters, tees off today. Most of the news surrounding this major has been about Tiger Woods, who will not be competing due to a back surgery. But that leaves the course at Augusta wide open. Some players to watch are veteran golfers Phil Mickelson and Adam Scott, 24-year-old Rory McIlroy, and Sergio Garcia. The 4-day marathon consists of 97 players, including 6 amateurs, and history has shown that incredible things can happen in pursuit of that green jacket. That, unfortunately, is all the time I have here today. Mike and Brittany, back to you.
Thanks, Bianca. Now, I was actually at that game with the Red Sox in Texas. I think it was 2 nights ago on Tuesday. But what else do they have coming up in their schedule?
So the Red Sox just wrapped up a home series against the Texas Rangers, and now they get to travel to Texas to face the Rangers once again. And, you know, the Rangers have all, in history, given the Red Sox a very tough time. So I think that this upcoming series on the road is going to be a great test for the Red Sox.
Yeah, 4 losses in the first week of the season. That's pretty scary for the Red Sox. But their World Series championship, they know they're going to pick it up. But how about this? Tupac, Amanda Bynes, Johnny Depp kissing Jimmy Kimmel. Well, it's just another day in the office for Christian Mudrick. Take it away.
Thanks, guys. Breaking news, Amanda Bynes has been resurrected from social media hell. Bynes reprised her role on Twitter this past month by posting pictures of her in a bikini in Los Cabos, Mexico. Bynes has been off social media ever since her psycho stint last year when she publicly tweeted about Drake doing some questionable things to her reproductive system. Apparently, after a year of therapy and rehab, Bynes is back on the wagon and doing well. She's enrolled in fashion design school and hopes to produce her own line eventually. Her lawyer released word that Bynes is not on any meds and is not schizophrenic, but is still working through her bizarre behavior last spring. Hide your kids and hide your husband. Jimmy Kimmel is after your man. Johnny Depp appeared on Jimmy Kimmel Live on Monday night where he puckered up and kissed Kimmel. The weird thing is that this wasn't the first time. Last time Depp was on Kimmel's show, the two had kissed several times. If you frequently watch this show, then you know that Depp recently got engaged to actress and model Amber Heard, and Kimmel was married to Molly McNeary last July. The kiss stemmed from Kimmel's displeasure over Depp's recent engagement, and he went on to say, "It really seemed like we had some chemistry, and then the next thing I know, I hear you're engaged." Jessie J has decided she no longer wants to do it like a dude, but would rather do a dude. After coming out as bisexual in 2011, the artist has now revoked her coming out and says she's only interested in men. After beating around the bush on Twitter over the past couple nights with cryptic messages about how she's changed, a fan demanded that she get straight to the point. She tweeted back, "I fancy, date, and love men and only men. Is that straight to the point enough?" First the hologram, now the musical. Looks like Tupac just won't die. The Broadway musical Holla If You Hear Me, based on Tupac's repertoire, has been cast and is set to open June 19th. The musical will follow the lives of two friends living in a low-income neighborhood in the Midwest, rather than delineating Shakur's life. The star of the show will be Saul Williams, known for his role in the film Slam. That's all the juicy gossip I have for you today. Back to those thugs on the couch.
Thanks, Christian. Now, if you could write a musical about any celebrity or band, what musical would you write?
Probably one about Florence and the Machine.
What?
I know, not
Florence and the
Beyonce.
Machine.
Not Beyonce.
Okay, well, Beyonce's gonna have a musical written about her anyway, but Florence and the Machine.
Florence and the Machine.
Yeah, I could do like a dark Alice in Wonderland-y theme with like the epic music. It'd be really cool for a musical, like cool.
All right, no, I don't need. No, it has no promise. It has no promise whatsoever. So, are you excited about Amanda Bynes being back in the limelight because she deserves a Broadway show?
Does she? I don't think she does, but
Yes.
anyway, I am really excited. She's provided a lot of really entertaining stories for us here on GME, and she was a huge story giver for 2 seasons ago. So I'm excited to be able to make fun of her again.
Yay.
Always find time to make fun of Amanda Bynes.
Thank you so much, Christian.
When we come back, Meghan O'Brien is going to have her own Broadway show. I'm just kidding. She's going to be making cake pops. We'll be right back. There has long been a battle for Boston's best cupcake.
But our own Meghan O'Brien has settled the score. Let's take a look.
Morning, Emerson. I'm your cooking correspondent, Meghan O'Brien. It's unfortunately our last segment of the season today, so we've decided to do something extra fun as a send-off. We are hunting high and low throughout the city of Boston, asking aficionados everywhere where to find the best cupcake. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, cupcakes. You know you love them. So we're going to Sweet, Georgetown, and Mike's Pastries today to find the best cupcake in the city. We're gonna go in, ask them what their top seller is, take it and try it just for you. And then we're gonna find out what the best cupcake in the entire city is. So let's go check it out. All right, guys, we are here at our second stop of the day, Mike's Pastries. Yeah, I know, you know Mike's already. The tourists walking around with the little white boxes, but people typically come here for cannolis. We're here for cupcakes. So we're gonna go try one out and let you know how it is. We'll be right back. We are at the third and final stop on our tour to find the perfect cupcake in Boston. We're at Georgetown on Newberry Street, and you all know Georgetown. You've seen the show, but can you really believe the hype about their cupcakes? We're gonna go get one and find out. So there you have it, our final 3 specimens. Over here we have our salted caramel cupcake from Georgetown, and then we have our peanut butter cupcake from Mike's. As you can see, it's like towering above the rest. And then we have our red velvet cupcake from Sweet. So clearly science has happened here. We have done so many experiments to find the best cupcake in Boston for you, and we have our final results. So right now in studio, we're gonna reveal our top choice for Boston's best cupcake. Thanks. So the moment we have all been waiting for, time to reveal the best cupcake in the city. Okay, so here today we have our chocolate-covered pretzel cupcake from Sweet. It's what we can get our hands on, and it's delicious.
Do you want,
just what
you
we
cut it
needed.
in half?
I did,
Which
just
one?
for you
Do you
guys.
want the one with the pretzel?
No,
I'll
you
give
could have the pretzel. You can have the
So-
pretzel.
Wow, I won't even argue with you. I'll take the one with the pretzel.
Nom nom.
So we're gonna try that real quick.
Okay, and then tell us a little bit about what
Yeah,
we're doing.
about what
while
we're
we do
making
this.
today.
While you guys
man.
chow down. Today we're making cake pops. They're easy to make in your dorm room, and we all know how much we love them. No need to spend $3 at Starbucks. Anyway, so all you have to do is start out by making a cake. Look, it's totally beautiful.
Yeah.
Totally solid.
Oh, yeah.
and
Are we using the whole cake, or
yeah,
what are we gonna do?
yeah, usually we're gonna use the whole cake. Right now we're just gonna use half to make it easier.
Okay.
So you're gonna take this and you're going to absolutely destroy
Just
it.
wreck that thing.
Get out your anger over finals and midterms. So you're gonna take that, completely destroy it, and then you're gonna take about like 2 scoops of frosting.
How crushed does it really have to be?
Like as much as possible.
Demolish.
Yeah,
Demolish.
absolutely demolish it.
And what kind of frosting are we using today?
We're using cream cheese today, but you can use any kind of combination that you want.
So any cake, any frosting.
Absolutely.
It's up to your
The
imagination.
possibilities are limitless. The ones that we
Wow.
have over here today are vanilla inside with cream cheese frosting and chocolate on the outside.
Oh, stop.
Okay.
That sounds
Do
beautiful.
you want to put in some frosting
Yeah,
Absolutely.
let's do that.
for that?
Cool.
This cupcake was so good.
Good, I'm glad.
Mike, you'll
been-
get the spoon after.
Oh,
All right.
wow.
Now, we don't want
There you go.
too much frosting, right?
Exactly. We want just enough to make it moist paste, almost like the skills that you gained over Play-Doh in kindergarten.
So you want like a clay?
Yeah,
So
you
that
want
you can
almost
mold
like a clay
it, basically?
consistency. Yeah.
Are you supposed to? Brittany, I feel like you're supposed to just use your hands for this because it's making it's like painful.
Should we just go in there?
Look.
Well,
All
I
right,
mean,
Mike, you
you
demonstrate.
You
Okay, It
can.
needs a little bit more frosting. It's a little dry here. Let's do this.
Just go for it,
Boom.
man.
Anyway, once we have our cake mixture done, we're
Look,
going
you
to
just
roll
need
that.
to mix it up a little bit. Oh, now it's perfect.
Perfect.
Oh, well, if you were to do it, you know,
guys wanna eat this?
the producers were saying it's a lot harder to do than it actually is. Now I agree with them, but you know what? It's cake.
So after Mike is done basically bathing off
Yeah,
the cake, we could roll that into balls about this size.
Oh,
like
this is
that
delicious
big.
too.
And then you're gonna
Perfect.
put those in the freezer for at least 2 hours to let them solidify. And in that time, you can put our popsicle sticks or whatever you have on hand. You don't even need it, honestly.
Right.
Just
Is that
the
a
next
napkin?
step is the most important.
Mike's just a
napkin.
mess right now. That's all. So this is dipping chocolate, I'm guessing.
Yes, it is. All you're gonna do is stick something like this in the microwave until it reaches a creamy consistency, and then you're gonna dip your cake pops in it, and then put it back in the fridge for just a bit longer so it all solidifies. And
Perfect.
you have your cake pops.
All
Now
right.
you can decorate them any way you want, right?
Absolutely, you can put
Decorate
anything.
them with Oreos, please. Like, if you could decorate anything, you would use Oreos no matter what.
Now we're gonna take a bite of these.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
and while we do that,
Cheers.
that's all the time we have for today's show. Find me on the street because I'll have cake pops all up
For
in my
everyone.
pockets. Have a great weekend, and thanks for watching Good Morning Emerson.